What's going on, everybody?
Hello.
Who else was back in they seat when that video was playing?
I had my shoulders shimmy.
Yeah, shoulder shimmy. Come through, shoulder shimmy. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome into the 37 people who are already tuned in to this live stream.
Happy Sunday.
Hey. We are going to get to some introductions. But first, we just want to welcome everybody. Thank you for showing up today for this Ultimate Land and Sea live stream. We are so excited. If you don't know, we are all your hosts for the Ultimate Land and Sea group cruise, which is about to be the most amazing group cruise. I'm just saying, you know,
For sure.
I mean, might be a little partial, but I think it's going to be pretty good. So we are going to just quickly say hello to a few people. Hey, Kenny, Elliott. Hey, my cruising family. Hey, Ken Hill, Big Murph's Life, Nicole Miner. What's going on? Willie's Desert Hangout. Thanks for being the first person in the chat. Oh, awesome, you guys. Awesome. So we're going to keep saying hi to everybody. But first, let's introduce everybody, because right now we are broadcasting across at least 6 YouTube channels, I think 3 Facebook pages, and maybe even some other spots too. So we in a lot of places, and there's 68 people watching, and all 68 of those people might not know who everybody is. So let's go around. I'm gonna go clockwise of how I'm seeing it on the screen. So let's start with Miss Siobhan up in the top left corner. Let's introduce yourself.
Well, hello. My name is Siobhan. I am one half of Parkers on the Go, and you can catch us everywhere, anywhere, on land, on sea. Parkers on the Go, 2 Parkers, 1 World. We flying, we training, we shipping, we doing it all. And yes, I am Siobhan. And y'all know Brandon. Don't pay him no mind. I ain't here no way. Don't worry about
it. Well, welcome, Siobhan, and welcome to Brandon in his absence too. So. All right, Miss Carlene, let's talk about it. Tell us about yourself.
Happy Sunday, everyone. My name is Carlene, solo traveler extraordinaire, and my channel is See It With C, where I work a 9 to 5, but I travel the world as if I don't, and I am so pumped about this group cruise.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We're going to hear some more from C about this group cruise and about what we're doing on the land portion in a little bit. Let's go to Miss Raquel.
Hello. I am Raquel from MH Family Ventures, one of 5. You guys probably see me solo. You see me with family. You see me with everyone. Cruise content creator all over the place. I cruise probably twice a month now, so just all over the place. But I'm really looking forward to this collaboration, this group cruise. We have a lot of group cruises coming up, but I'm really, really excited for this one because we're going back to my favorite city, which is New Orleans. I can't wait to get back there.
Yes. I'm excited to get back there too. Thank you, Raquel. And we got Miss Regina. Come on, talk to us, Regina.
Yes, ma'am. Happy Sunday, everybody. I'm excited to be here. I am Regina with the Travel Savvy Hub. I, similar to Carlene and Cheryl, most of my travel is done solo dolo. That's all right. I'm really excited about this group cruise. For one, it's a cruise coming to the Dirty South, which a lot of times you don't see the cruises coming down here to the Third Coast, originally from Houston, Texas. So really excited to be back in NOLA, get the bounce, get a little juvie in, a little second line, all of that. So really excited, and especially excited to partner with these ladies. I've gotten to know these ladies over the past few years, and just to collaborate on something like this that we can share with all of you is really exciting. So really looking forward to this.
Awesome. Thank you, Regina. Now over to Miss Sig, the solo cruiser.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cheryl, Sig, the solo cruiser, and I mostly travel solo, like 99% of the time, and other 1% is family and friends. So, and I am really excited about this because I haven't been to New Orleans. Is it New Orleans or New Orleans? Y'all tell me.
It's however you feel like saying.
However you want to say it, right?
But I think I went with my parents when I was like 9 years old. So I'm guessing like the experience might be a little different now, especially because we went for like a Pentecostal convention. So it might be a little different now. So I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Excited about it. And my name is Kiki, and my channel name is Team Reach Travels. We are a family travel channel, but you'll sometimes see me rolling around on my own solo. Sometimes you see me hanging with my son. Sometimes you see me and Ray together just doing a couples thing. We can kind of get a little bit of everything from our channel, but I'm excited to be doing this one solo with these lovely hosts. So super excited. What I heard from hearing from everybody is that we got a good representation of all different kinds of content coming from these hosts, which means you're going to get a good representation of all of us on the ship too. So you got some family folks, you got some solo cruises. Now, my child won't be with me. That don't mean you can't bring yours.
Mine won't be with me either.
Let's get that out there right now. Our kids won't be there.
No.
So, it doesn't mean you can't bring those, but just know that. But yes, we are excited to co-host this land and sea adventure. And when I tell y'all, and I think a lot of people in this chat probably are more or equally as excited about that land portion than the cruise portion. So why don't let's see who else we got in the chat first, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the land portion. All right. So who else came in? We spoke to Big Murph. We spoke to Nicole. I am K Nicole. Hello. Hey, YOLO. We got Lucina Richardson. Hello. LF McKinley's in the building. Claude. I think that says Claren. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. Hello. M. Marshall, Travel Vibes with Angel. Lita Shay, Michelle, Queen Gemini. Hello, everyone. Hello, Charlize, Jaretha, Parker, Cruise Chat with Amanda. We got a lot of people here, y'all. There's 116 people in the chat right now. Hello, everybody. So if you see me skipping people, it is not because we don't love every single one of y'all. It's just because it's a lot of hellos in the chat. So we want to make sure we don't miss any questions. So we're going to be skipping through a little bit to make sure we get to questions. But I see Grandma Teddy, Fam Lions, Regina Gladney, Miss Tiffy PD, Lizzie Johnson, MH Family Adventures is in the chat. Hello. Tony to the T, Florence, Parkers on the Go, Yola D, Foodies Vacations, Deborah Davis. Who else? Did I say everybody? Trippin' Texans, Tiffany Little. Hello, everyone. Tanvin, Drea, and I think I said hello to everyone I saw so far. Major Girl, what's going on, Major Girl Budget Travel? Welcome in. All right, so we have this amazing cruise plan, and I keep saying cruise, but it is a land and sea adventure. We're going to be spending 2 days in New Orleans. This is happening in May of 2027. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. The dates are May 14th through 15th for the land portion, and then we will be jumping on board the Carnival Dream on May 16th of 2027 for a 4-day cruise to Cozumel. I got it right, y'all.
It's hard to keep track.
It is hard to keep, it's hard to keep track of the dates, and it is hard to run down the list of all the hosts without messing up somewhere. I feel like I'm doing pretty good so far. So Carlene, can you talk to us a little bit about the first portion of our trip, the land portion of it?
Sure. So as you all know, New Orleans is my favorite U.S. city. Like, I don't know if other people in the chat feel that way, but New Orleans is a place that just like resonates with me so deeply. And if you've been already, you know that you can't do the same trip twice. Like, it's always gonna be something different, whether it be a new festival in town or new act, a new something you're gonna encounter. If it's your first time, we're giving you a little bit of everything. So of course, we're going to hop on Carnival Dream. I'm going to save that portion because Raquel's going to cover that part. But I'm going to get y'all all excited about like what is going to happen in New Orleans. So we are landing in New Orleans May 14th. We have something for everybody. If you are the early bird, we're going to have a few activities for you all to get things rolling. And when I say activities, it's literally covering the spectrum of all that New Orleans has to offer. So if you like music, if you like history and might want to do a cemetery tour, our Bluebird said you might have the opportunity to do that. Did I say food yet? Food, like pack your stretchy pants. We're eating and we're going to go to all the heavy hitter spots in regards to food, drinks, culture, all of that. If you are, so we got stuff for the early birds in regards to tours, things to get things kicked off. Of course, because we are a group, and it wouldn't be a group trip without some sort of meet and greet to kind of get the group going together. So we will have like a New Orleans Mardi Gras thing, meet and greet for everybody to get to know one another. And then we're going to hit the streets again if you're interested in regards to some nightlife. There will be tracks for everyone in regards to if you are interested in, you want to hit the pavement. If you are kind of like, I'd rather, be chauffeured and shuttled around town, we will have a track for you there. So May 14th is going to be the action-packed first day. And then that action will keep going on May 15th, where we're still eating, drinking, experiencing the culture, experiencing the city. And you can do as much as you want or as least as you want. But we are here to make sure that you get the opportunity to truly experience all that New Orleans has to offer. So I'm looking forward to seeing my land folks there, as well as the cruise folks. And of course, you all have an option in regards to if you want to do just the land base. So like I know Regina said she's from Houston. I know some Houston people might just, pull up on us because y'all only like 3.5 hours away. Pull up on us. Just let us know you're coming so we can count for you. But for the full experience, because I've done Valor out of New Orleans. So I would say for the full experience, you got to get on the ship. And I'm going to pass it to Rockwell, but I'm saying you got to get on the ship because when I got on Valor, I swear they stole a couple of New Orleans aunties and put them in the kitchen before we pulled away from that dock because the food was getting a little different. So that's basically your land portion of what's going to go down May 14th and 15th, and why you should try to get there as early as possible. But if you don't get there early, it's going to be something literally throughout the whole day for you to get involved and immersed into the group.
And Carlene, someone has a question about early bird. What does that mean to be an early bird?
Yes. So a few of your hosts are getting there on the 13th. Now we are not on duty yet. We are not on duty. We are literally getting our emotional support naps and last minute details ready for you. So if you haven't been on 13th, we're not turned on yet. But for the 14th, we literally have a few tours lined up in regards to a brunch. We have a couple of options in regards to just if you want to do some walking tours, you want to do some riding tours. So basically, I know sometimes flights, sometimes people try to get their flights so they can align with, maybe check-in time for the hotel. But then sometimes, those flights, some of y'all will get on those 5 o'clock in the morning flights and you're going to land in New Orleans and you're going to be like, what to do? Well, we are going to be there to receive you on the 14th to get you just started. So our goal really is that nobody's going to feel like they are just wandering around the city by themselves and they don't know nobody until boarding day at 4 o'clock. We are literally there to immerse you in the experience, to get you acclimated, for you to really, get the full feel. Because New Orleans is, they said New York is a city that never sleeps. New Orleans got that little city that never sleeps in it too. So things are jumping. Sure. Literally in the morning, there might be, what's the place that has the hurricanes? They literally have jazz all day. So yeah, we have activities in the morning in regards to like tours for those early birds. And then we'll eventually do the kickoff for your meet and greet probably later in the day, around that 5-7 o'clock-ish hour to get everybody together. So I will say, like, don't feel bad if you get that early morning flight, but then also don't feel bad if you only have that 7 o'clock flight that comes in, because we're probably gonna still be in the streets. So basically it's just something for you to do. And then the 15th is gonna be the full day. So hopefully everybody will be in town and we can hit the ground running as a group to have a full day worth of experiences. So other than say, get there on the 14th whenever you can, and somebody will be there to receive you. Thanks for that question.
Absolutely. Thank you for answering, and thank you for that rundown of what we got to look forward to. You do not want to miss it, y'all. Like, this is going to be a good time. First of all, we're going to be eating. Regina look like she got something on her mouth. What you want to share, Regina?
Oh yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Yolo, because she's already making me hungry talking about the red beans and rice and all. So Yolo, you know what's up. So
yes. Now we do have a host hotel already, and we are pretty much like immersed in the center of it all for this. So shout out to Regina for her amazing host skills with getting us right into a good spot. So y'all, do we have anything else that we want to share regarding that, Regina, or do we want to hold on to that for the folks that's booked as far as the why our hotel is the best pick for this group?
Yeah, well, I'll just say this. Yes, you do need to book so that we can give you the deets on where we are. But you guys know, I'm sure, what the most popular area is and where you want to be when you go to New Orleans. Well, let me just tell you, that's where we are. So we are right where the action is. Carlene's saying we're going to be outside a lot. But don't worry, getting home will not be a challenge because we will be right where all the action is. So book with one of your hosts, and we will gladly send you the over because it's ready for you to go ahead and register as we speak. So
there we go. Thank you, Regina. I'm going to try to remember throughout this live stream. You can book with any of the hosts on this screen. So as they are speaking, I'm going to be pulling up their email address. So if you want to reach out to a particular host, you'll know exactly how to do that. But the important thing is just book, y'all. Come on, book with one of us. You got 6 options. Like that's
and can we let everyone know that you're booking with one host, but we're all together. We're hosting this all together. So it doesn't matter whether you book with Cheryl or Carlene or anyone. We're all doing this together. So select your host of choice, but we're still working it all together.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the reminder on that, for sure. Let's see who we got in the chat. I'm gonna run through and say hi to some more people, see if we had any more questions. If you are booked, go ahead and drop some stars in the chat for it. We want to know who going. I want to know who going. I know who going with me. I want to know who going with everybody. Come on.
Who all gonna be there?
Who all over there? So Kenny Elliott is saying smash that like button. Listen, please hit the like button on whatever channel you are watching from. It definitely helps push this live out. It helps get more people to know what's going on with Ultimate Land and Sea, and ultimately gets people more people on board with us. So, and speaking of Ultimate Land and Sea, hello Land and Sea, how are you doing? Joe Hub, let's see. I'm gonna be going through and see if I see any questions. Gina's World checking in from MSC World America. Welcome.
Nice.
Thanks for tuning in from your cruise. Angel said, I love New Orleans. I was there last weekend. Cool, girl. Did you bring me some beignets, though? Did you bring me some beignets? That's what I want to know. Oh, here's Yolo's comment. Red beans and rice and oysters and Creole seafood. Yes,
for sure.
Ma'am. Jaretha said, this is a great mix. Solo family can't wait. Love it. Love it. Yolo said, Nolans. We're going to Nolans, y'all. Thank you. Thank you, MH Family Adventures, for dropping all of the channels in the chat as well. So you guys, please make sure you are subscribed to the Travel Savvy Hub, Team Reese Travels. Let me see if I can find the rest of them. They all here, y'all. Team Reese Travels, See It With C, Parkers on the Go, and Sig the Solo Cruiser, and MH Family Adventures. Let's see.
Did I get everyone? I did get everyone.
You did.
Okay.
Savvy Voyager said, I'm not going on the trip, but I'm here to say hello. LOL being nosy. What'd you say, Regina?
Oh, sorry. I was just to the question on who's going. I just saw Tiffany saying she and her sister Carla are so excited for this. Their first carnival and first trip to NOLA. So breaking them in both ways. That's awesome.
I know that's right. Let's see. Tanvin said, me already booked the hotel this week. I'm ready. Ken Hill is going with Carlene. Right. Ken Hill is going with Carlene in 2027 and the World Atlantic in 2027. And definitely want to try to get in on this. Come on, squeeze one more in 2027. You got room. It's room. Let me see. Who else? Oh, this is Kimberly Cooper. I will be there with my sister Cheryl. Looking forward to meeting everyone. Coral of the Story is checking her calendar to see if you can join. Yes, please check your calendar. Squeeze us in, please. Pencil us in. Beyond the Seas Travel said, can you please go over the itinerary? So maybe this is a good time to go and talk about the cruise portion. We heard about the land portion with the 2 days of exploring in New Orleans. So Raquel, can you tell everybody a little bit about what our itinerary is for the cruise and what we can look forward to for the cruise portion of the trip?
Right. So as you've heard, this whole land and sea is going from May 14th through, is it the 20th? So the first 2 days are going to be strictly land in New Orleans, having fun, all of that. Then we're going to hop on Carnival Dream for the inaugural sailing out of New Orleans. So if you don't know, Carnival Dream is currently in Galveston, and it's making its way to New Orleans. I think it was in New Orleans some years ago, though, but it's coming back to New Orleans. So we're going to be on the first sailing out of New Orleans. And it's a 4-night cruise. So 4-night cruise from New Orleans. We are going to Cozumel, Mexico. So we have 2 full sea days, fun. What does Carnival call them? Fun days at sea. And then we have 1 port stop in Cozumel. So you're going to get a good mix of, the land portion, all of the experiences there. Plus in Cozumel, we have plans there. And again, we're not going to share all of those details until you get booked, but we do plan to spend the day somewhere together as a group in Cozumel. Now, on board the ship, if you've never cruised Carnival, you can check any of our channels. We all have tons of Carnival cruise vlogs out there. Carnival Dream just underwent a refresh recently, so there's some updates to Carnival Dream, but we're going to be participating in all of the things that Carnival has to offer on board the ship. We're going to be doing a meet and greet. When we get on board, because we do have some guests that are opting to only do the cruise portion. So that is also an option for you. Let's say you can't get all that time off and you just want to get on the cruise. You're more than welcome to join us just for the cruise if you choose. So I know I have a couple of clients booked that are just coming on board for the cruise. So we're going to have a meet and greet. And we have some other things planned, maybe a sea day brunch, a dinner together. And then maybe we'll come together as content creators to kind of talk, chat, answer questions you may have, because I know we all get a lot of questions about being creators and things. So it's going to be a lot of fun. If you guys have never cruised Carnival, they're called the fun ships for a reason. So there's going to be a lot of fun that Carnival's already going to have built into the cruise, but we're going to add a little bit of our jazz to this cruise, and it's going to be a good time.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to it so much. Thank you for the rundown of the cruise portion. And I mean, of all the stops to have on this cruise, we got Cozumel, y'all. Like that's gonna be a good time. So I got some people that dropped some stars. Jaretha got some stars, so we'll see you on board. Carol, we'll see you. Well, I say on board. Maybe we'll see you on the land portion. We'll see you there. Carol is there. We got Big Murph Life saying, I will be there. First time in NOLA. Definitely looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to meeting you in person, Big Murph, and sailing with you and enjoying some New Orleans food. Nice meeting you here. Said not going, but you all's TikTok shorts promotion video was fire. I've watched that over and over again, jamming to it. Thank you.
We might need to drop that again.
Let's drop it again. So. Let's do it. Why not?
I think so.
Liam said, I wish I could go, but it's too close to Greece trip. I'm not missing that. Understood. Let's see. Mickey's Adventure said, match the number of likes to the participant in the chat to show your Lord, I can't talk, y'all. Match the number of thumbs up to the participants in the chat, please, if you guys don't mind. Tiffany Little, will there be any t-shirts or merch for us to purchase? So I think as we solidify the details on those kinds of things, that's something we will definitely share with the people who are booked first. So I don't want to say yes and I don't want to say no, but I definitely want to say stay tuned if you book. So we'll definitely be sharing more details on items that you'll be able to purchase or have for the cruise. So let's see. Sean said, I'm in there already booked. Thank you, Sean, for booking. And I did see Cheryl. Somebody said they want to book the land portion with you. I'm trying to find the comment. I saw it. Did you see it already?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
We can definitely do that. So.
Awesome. Let's see. Lita Shay said, I'm booked, taking the family. All right. We can't wait to see y'all there. All right. And then I saw another question too. I think I started. Let me see.
Will there be any theme nights? That's a question.
Oh, I missed that. Okay. All right. Anybody want to take that question?
I mean, it won't be a Carnival cruise without the theme nights. We definitely got to figure out which ones, of course, as Carnival releases its itineraries. But as Raquel was saying, this is going to be the first sailing of Carnival Dream out of New Orleans. So there's going to be a vibe in and of itself. I know theme nights in regards to club music frequently. When my experience on Carnival Valor, they actually kind of cater to New Orleans music. So it'll be like one night had Zydeco, one night there was like, I call it brown liquor music. So you're going to get a little bit of that oomph. Our meet and greet will be themed, and we can't tell you everything because we want you booked. We want you to come on with us, but just know, like, there's a whole. I'll give you a little There's a whole plan of activities. But I will say from day one, from our meet and greet will be themed. It will be a New Orleans theme. So if you see little New Orleans things, maybe Mardi Gras inspire you, like I need that, just go ahead and pick it up and put it in your pocket. If you are coming on the cruise. And then as soon as we know what Carnival's theme nights are going to be for the 4 days, we will definitely figure out how to immerse that into our programming. But absolutely, it's the fun ships for a reason. So there will be opportunities for you to get dressed as a unit and show off what you got in regards to theming, and just get into the fun, cruising spirit.
Awesome. Thank you, Carlene. I did see another question. I'm not sure if you came in after we talked about it or before, but is there a hotel block? Yes, there is a hotel block. That is probably one of the first bits of information you'll receive once you actually book. And so we'll be able to share that with you. So if you reach out to one of the hosts, this picture here, we will share the hotel block information with you. Either to book if you're booking the cruise portion, you'll definitely receive the hotel block information. If you're booking the land portion, reach out to a host to get the specifics on how you would do that. Okay. Thank you for the question, Choice in Travel. Big Murph's Life said, what would you say is the least amount to budget for the land portion of this trip? I'm telling you right now, most of my budget is going to be food. I'm putting this aside. Yeah, we going to be eating. I don't know. I always think it's hard to tell other people how to budget their own because it's really up to your preferences, right? Like I know that I'm going to probably eat a lot, but I'm not going to drink much. So I'm going to portion, budget for my meals mostly. And then I would say your tours and things. I think what we've been looking at, the tours have been ranging from anywhere from the 30s into like 75-ish. Yeah. So consider, how active do you want to be when it comes to the tours? If you want to do a couple of tours, set aside some dollars for your tours too.
And I had a client to ask the exact same question. And I just told them, I just started, just kind of rolling out, okay, lunch is going to cost this, brunch is going to cost, you're going to be eating, you're going to be sampling. And like you said, the tours are ranging. It depends on what type of tour. I'm honestly thinking probably at least 200 a day. That might be the high end, but I'm thinking if you're eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and if you're going to have some cocktails and drinks and do a tour, you're probably looking at close to 200 per day in New Orleans. But it could be less depending on your style and what you're going to eat, things like that. The food is reasonably priced there if you've never been. So you're not going to have like a huge expense for food, but you're probably going to eat a lot of food. So that's going to add up.
Mm-hmm. And that's just for the day itself, not including the budget for the hotel. So consider that too. Yeah. Thank you for the question, Big Murph, and thank you for the answer, Raquel.
And Regina, off the top of your head, do you have like the average per night for the hotel? That might help people at least get the 2 nights.
Yes. Yes. So for the hotel, the price will vary a bit depending on if you get a double room or a king room. But I would factor in about $230. Around the 200 to 250 ballpark per night for your room.
And is it fair to say that people don't have to book it in our block? They can book wherever they want, right?
Yes,
correct.
They
yes.
can. They can, but just know that if you do block into the hotel, it will be for both nights. So if you're coming in for the weekend portion, it will be the 2 nights will be what you'll be staying for. So I wanted to make sure that was clear.
And I know it was mentioned that we're kind of right in the center of things. So consider that when you're looking at the cost of your hotel. I will tell you, the rate that we have, when you look at the cost of the hotels in this area, we have a fantastic rate. You're looking at hotels that are usually like $350 to $400 per night. So if you decide to book elsewhere, which you could stay near the airport, which is about a 35-minute or so drive to where we are staying, you need to factor in rental cars, Ubers, taxis, all of that. So you're probably better off booking at our hotel because we're kind of in walking distance to things or short Uber rides. So keep that in mind. The rate that we have, you're not going to find it online, and anything near us is going to be a lot higher.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%. And speaking of New Orleans fun stuff, I believe the trolley is close to us. So if anybody wants to experience that in of itself, I think it's like a couple bucks just to hop on it. definitely if it's your first time in New Orleans, I recommend hopping on one of those old school trolleys just so you can see the city at a different pace. But yeah, so that's an option too.
Yes. And then you don't have to think about it. It's so simple. And if you have your points and things with the hotel, all of that stuff, you'll get credit for all that too. So we made it really straightforward.
For sure. We put a lot of thought and effort into making sure we picked a place that was going to be convenient for everyone, that was really going to help us be, immersed in the culture of New Orleans, and be able to do that in a way that's convenient. So lots of people are excited about the food. I'm seeing comments about gumbo, beignets. The food in New Orleans is definitely for the foodies and it's off the chain. Liam, I agree. It is some of the best food I have ever had. Travel Vibes with Angel said, I'll definitely come through on the land portion. New Orleans is right down the street, only 4 hours away. TJ's Destinations came in. Hey, TJ. Hey, Ink Spill. Who else did I see? Jacqueline Jones. Hello. Jacqueline said, I'm trying to figure something out so I can add this in. Pray for me. Listen, we're going to add you to the prayer list, Jacqueline. We're going to see you in New Orleans in Jesus' name. There we go. Let's see. What else did I miss here? Sounds like a fun trip. My son will be wrapping up high school track season and graduation. Understood. Question, can you book the hotel and pay when you get there? Yes. So when you are reserving the hotel, it is actually not charging you at the time of your reservation. You want to explain that for us, Regina?
Yes, and that's a really good question. Absolutely. Kiki just said it. Like, yes, you will need to have a credit card to hold your reservation as normal. And like she said, it will not be charged until you check in. So even if you need to hold it on a card, change it to a different card when you check in, when you actually get there, that's fine. We just need something so that you'll be able to hold it. So normal procedure. But great question to ask. I'm sure others have that as well.
Yes, that is a good question. So go ahead and hold the room if you haven't. Like if you're holding out because you think you need to pay for it right away, don't do that because, there's a good chance that once that hold is done, that hold is done. So go ahead, Regina.
I just wanted to say too, because that card will not be charged, if God forbid something were to happen and you needed to back out, you would be able to cancel and wouldn't get charged a fee or a penalty or anything like that, as long as you're within that day before the 48-hour time frame. So I want to let you know that as well.
Got it. Awesome. Thank you. Let's see. So a lot of people are excited about the food. We talked about some of the other things we're going to be doing in New Orleans. I want to hear what some of our hosts are excited about. So, Siobhan, can you tell us what you're excited? Because this is New Orleans for your first time, right? What are you excited for?
Girl, you know it's the food. You know it's the food. The Southern girl in me would not be excited for anything outside of the food. I am excited for the culture too, but not as much as the food. So I ain't even gonna front on y'all. Like the food.
The food is what takes me back to New Orleans over and over and over again. What about you, Carlene? What are you excited for?
I love a good live music situation. So I can see me wandering down the Frenchman Street and anybody want to tag along. There's several bars, boom, 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 back to back. And you can just pop in and pop out of them. So you can grab a coffee so you can stay up, hit a couple bars, get some good live music. And the range of music is amazing. All the way from the authentic, like heritage jazz band to I like a lot of bounce music. All of that is right there on Frenchman Street. And we can literally, I believe from our hotel, I looked at it, I think we can pretty much walk there, get there and back pretty quickly. So I'm looking forward to I'm looking for some good old bass, some good old Southern music, with a little bit of jazz thrown in there.
I love it. I'm glad you said that too, because that's one of my favorite memories of New Orleans. I've only been there, I think 2 or 3 times, and they were all for work trips. And so I just snuck away on my lunch break and walked down a random street and found this cute little outdoor space with tables and sat and had lunch while they were playing jazz music in the middle of the day in New Orleans. That's the kind of stuff you're going to run into on a regular basis in New Orleans. It is such a cool culture, atmosphere. We have another question. What's the distance from the hotel to the cruise port? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know that offhand. Anybody know?
It's about a 10-minute drive. You're not gonna walk. You're not gonna walk to the cruise port. Probably about a 10-minute drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, their cruise port is kind of in the cut.
Yeah,
It is. It's the same
Mediterranean.
port that they use for, like, if you ever seen cities that do like their own city river tour, it's the same spot that they use for that. So
yeah.
It's not far.
C said, bring that energy angel down from Alabama. Welcome in, Philly D Travels. Okay, so here's another question. Are children invited or are we leaving them home? So your hosts have decided that we are leaving our kids at home. That does not mean you cannot bring your kids, but your host won't have their kids with them.
No.
So that's a very good question. Thank you for asking.
I might have Andrew, but Andrew's not a kid. He'll be 22 by that point. So Andrew might be with me. Ron's going to be, he's supposed to be on the land portion as long as he doesn't have to work, but he won't be on the cruise. He'll be on the land portion with me, but Joe Marie's not going, and Dice will be grown by that point, but he won't be going. So it'll be probably just me, Andrew, and Ron for the land portion.
Okay. I know for me, RJ is definitely not going. He'll be in school. Ray will possibly be there for the land portion only, not for the cruise. So, yeah, I won't have any kids with me. Park is on the go. Here we go with the answer.
But I think I haven't booked anyone with young children. I quoted someone with younger children. They haven't booked yet. So I think the theme at the moment is trending towards kind of adults, but I'm not saying that you can't. Just be mindful of there may not be a lot of children in our group for your children to, be engaged with. But, it's Carnival, so it's still the family friendly. They have, I think, one of the best children's clubs out there, but I think we're trending towards not. And
I do have two families booked, but they're only cruise. So if you're bringing your little ones for the cruise, that's going to be a different vibe than New Orleans. I can tell you New Orleans is going to be really adult. Like, I don't hang out late, but New Orleans, I'm up till 2 a.m. So it's going to be late nights. It's going to be a fun time. So yeah, I would say if you are bringing kids, maybe consider the cruise portion just for them, because it'll be a little more chill, carnival fun, but of course still some adult theming.
Right. Sandra Bowman asks, will this be recorded? I'm on Paradise, Margaritaville Sea, and internet is spotty. So yes, you'll be able to see the replay on any of the channels here. So right now we're broadcasting across all 6 YouTube channels, as well as a few of us are broadcasting to our Facebook pages as well. So yeah, you're gonna have lots of options to go and catch that replay for. So which, by the way, shout out to Team Replay. If you are watching the replay right now, we appreciate you tuning in. Let me see. Tanvin said, I'm dreaming of beignets. I love it.
Me too.
Yes. Q came in. Welcome in, Q. And Q says, congrats, 6K subs. See it with C. Congratulations.
Thank you,
Q. Let me see. Anybody else? Did I miss any questions? I don't think I'm scrolling through to see if I missed any.
Because I know when C said that she was looking forward to the music, something in my soul stirred up. Was like, girl, yes, the music. But then also my niece was like, you remember in 1990, like something when the music was a thing? Girl, that's why we here today. I'm gonna need you to go back to the food. But yes to the music. I am all about that. Y'all know I think I can sing anyway in my mind. But yes to the music.
I'm super, of course, I'm excited for the food. I don't think that's a secret at all. I'm definitely ready for the food. But I'm excited for the cruise portion too, because I've never been on this class of ship before. So that'll be a new experience for me. I think I've seen Raquel has been on the Dream before, or maybe the Magic. Have you done Dream and Magic before?
Yeah, I was
Magic.
On Magic.
Okay. Yeah. And C did Magic too as well. Okay. Siobhan did Magic as well. Am I the only person that's been on the Magic here?
Yeah,
I haven't done Magic. I've done Breeze though, which is also a sister ship.
Okay. So that's I think C maybe mentioned that earlier, that this is kind of exciting for New Orleans, right? Because they've had the Valor for all these years now, and this is going to be a step up for them to have this class of ship.
New Orleans has a really good connection to Carnival Cruise Line. My first time visiting New Orleans was right after Katrina, about a year. To the point that like the quarter was cleaned up, but if you went outside to like Kenner, you could still see the shoes and the FEMA signs. Carnival actually did a big was really integral in the recovery effort for the after Katrina. So like in regards to using their ships to house residents, that kind of thing. So my spirit says, with this being like, you know, a new ship from switching out Valor, and then this will be the first sailing of Dream out of New Orleans, I think it's going to have a little bit of energy to it, because New Orleans is kind of excited about the Carnival brand, and then the whole fact that they're about to get a new ship. I think it's going to be a really good connection. But I wanted to talk about that little history piece between New Orleans and Carnival. They were really big in the Katrina recovery efforts in regards to making sure people had some sort of housing, even though it was a temporary space with the cruise ships. There's a little bit of relationship there.
Shout out to Carnival for stepping in and doing something helpful.
Absolutely.
And just being there as a, you know, that's big. That's big, y'all. We talk about companies and everybody's about their dollars and big money and stuff like that. But to, you know, to put that aside and say, hey, we here and we gonna help since we here. So I like it. Stephen Candy said Jazz Fest is going on. So I think, you know, somebody looked into other fests and stuff that are going on too, right? Is there other stuff going on as well while we there? Anybody remember?
It sounds like there is going to be another festival. Can't think of the name of it. Hold on. It does sound like, so if you are going to book the hotel, I would say do it, because right now, we're not speaking in code. A lot of things aren't available to be booked until May. So we're approaching that time frame. So like our hotel, we were able to get favor and get our block 2 months ago. But if you go online to book, you're not going to be able to book until closer to May 14th or what have you. But there is a festival that looks like it is going to be scheduled for that same week, because it's always scheduled for that same week. It is it the Boogaloo something? It'll come to me in a second. I'm trying to research it. So that may be. So we may be up against that, but it's going to be a good vibe. If you've never been to New Orleans during a festival, like, it just adds to the culture. It just adds to the atmosphere. So I personally, like, I've gone to Essence Fest, you know, I used to go every single year. So I'm like constantly in New Orleans for the Jazz Fest. There's all kinds of things happening. So don't feel like, oh, there's going to be a lot going on, I don't want to be there. That's the best time to go to New Orleans, honestly. I mean, you can go anytime and it's still a great vibe. But when they have the festivals, it's amazing.
Absolutely. Grandma Teddy said, I'm excited to be with all of you ladies. Your community is awesome. And in one of my favorite places, Chef's Kiss. Love it. Love it. Thank you, Grandma Teddy. We're excited to have you.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, Rockwell.
So the festival is the Bayou Boogaloo, and it happens mid-May. So that's happening. There's no official date yet for 2027, but if you look at the calendar for New Orleans, it tends to fall that same weekend. So if they follow that same pattern, then yes, that'll be the case. But also, I don't know if you guys know Keith Lee. He's doing his Family Day. He's doing it this year, the same weekend. I don't know if there's going to be, because it sounds like, I know, I would love it.
When I saw it, I was like, oh.
That would be so
like he's
dope.
going to have another one. I just don't know if he's going to pick a different city or what. But if he has another one, I wonder if he'll pick the same weekend. But yeah, so those are kind of on the radar.
Yep.
I'll see if I can find him. He lives here in Dallas now, so let me see if I can find him.
Look at that inside scoop.
I will fake if he announces that he's doing the second one again while we're there. Like,
absolutely.
I would love it. I saw that it was going to be happening this year, 2026, and I was like, oh my God, if he comes back the same time next year, that's going to be real dope. And another reason why you need to get your hotel booked ASAP. So Gloria asked, what are the deposit requirements? See, I think you were looking into earlier, like some of the current pricing for the cruise, right? You want to talk to that a little bit?
Yeah, and always subject to change. So of course, if you are doing the land, there's no actual like a deposit. Just basically you get in the hotel and then reach out to the host, let us know that you're gonna be there so we can count for you. And then of course, we'll give you the information related to the land itinerary. But looking at the actual ship, unless something's changed, I saw like maybe like $98 deposits on double occupancy. That might have been yesterday. I know things change and I often miss when Carnival changes things. And I saw for a family of 3, there's like a $225 deposit. But despite whatever the promo is, it's been hovering around about that like $1,000 for interior to start, up to about $1,500 to $1,700 or so for a balcony. I'm not sure if anybody's seen anything different, but something in that range of like starting prices to get you on the ship. Now, if you just really want to get on a ship and you don't mind that upper lower bunk bed situation, that's about $970. And then your interior is going to start you at about $1,000-ish, almost a little less than $1,020, and then kind of going up there. So it's in the range for a 4-day cruise to get you there, plus your land portion. But of course, everything is subject to change until you actually make your deposit. So reach out. We can definitely get you the updated numbers. Based on whatever your needs are, and we're also going, I think, also based on whatever your carnival deals are. So I know some folks have casino deals. Some of you are super duper loyal to Carnival and have some really good deals based on your VIFP number. So we're happy to run that to get you, some numbers for you.
Just keep in mind that if you're booking a casino offer, because I've had a couple to book casino offers, it's not eligible for any group perks that we may have. That's just kind of how Carnival works with casino offers. But if you have a standard VIFP offer, then yes, in most cases. But also know that we all have the same pricing. Now, of course, it's going to change depending on what level, like if you want midship and if you want, but we all pretty much, because I've had people reach out to me thinking like I had some better deal. No, we all are booking in the same place, same pricing. So again, once you select your host, that's the pricing you're getting. You don't need to shop around because we all have the same pricing there. But if you have a VIP offer, casino deal, we'll definitely book you into that.
Awesome. Thank you. And I do see quite a few people that are asking, specific host questions in regards to booking. So I'm just going to pull up real quick everyone's contact information. So if you were looking to reach out to Carlene, you can reach her at seeitwithc@gmail.com. She can help you with getting your land or sea or both portions booked for the cruise. That's seeitwithc@gmail.com for Carlene. If you would like to reach out to Regina, you can reach her at hello@funluxtravel.com. I love her email address. I don't know why, it feels so fun. hello@funluxtravel.com. If you want to reach out to Raquel, you can reach her at cruise@majoradventurestravel.com. That is cruise@majoradventurestravel.com for Raquel from MH Family Adventures. You can reach Siobhan at parkersonthego16@gmail.com. Reach out to Siobhan, parkersonthego16@gmail.com. If you would like to reach Cheryl at elevateexperiences.com. Did I say it with enough elegance? I wanted to make sure I said it appropriately. No, I love it. I love it. So reach out to Cheryl at elevateexperiences.com. Or you can reach out to me at booking@teamreestravels.com if you want to book with Team Reese. Like Raquel said, we all have access to the same pricing. So it's, save yourself some trouble of running around to each different person because you're going to get the same results. So just reach out to the host of your choice. Let's get you out to New Orleans with us so you can come hang out and eat all the good food and have fun on the ship with us. Choice and Travel said, do you have to book both nights at the hotel? If you are booking through our room block, yes, you do need both nights. The room block is for those that are planning to do the land portion with us. So, but again, you do not have to book at our host hotel. You can book at your own hotel, your own chosen hotel. And if you do that, then you can book your one night. When our hotel becomes available, because like someone already mentioned, it's not available right now to book other than our group. When it does become available to book, you can book there for one night if you choose to. But if you book through our group, which is going to get you our lower group rate, yes, you will need to book both nights at that host hotel. Selling to Cruz said, hi, y'all. I made a live, but late to the party. I have to say, love all your channels. Thank you, Selling to Cruz. Welcome in, Live Better in C. Oh, that's what it was. Somebody asked about the weather. Thank you, Regina. Kim Triplet asked about the weather. Regina said it's typically starting to get humid around that time, mid to upper 80s, most likely. Yes.
But we got a good time because it's not that nasty. Because I've done Essence in July where you just sweat through your clothes all day.
That's
and it's nasty. It's warmer. And then Google, I think Gemini said the airfare tends to still be a little lower in May. So it's before your peak summer travel. So hopefully Google, is correct, then we can get some good deals on your flights. It won't be as crazy high as June and July. But yes, bring your warm weather clothes.
For sure. Live Better NC said, what about solo travelers? Solo travelers are welcome. I can tell you right now, just about everybody that I have booked is a solo traveler. So I think there's going to be a little solo takeover a little bit.
Yeah, I have quite a few solos as well.
I think all of mine are solos. Yeah.
See?
Yeah. And Live Better, those prices I was shouting out with that $98 deposit, that was actually for a solo traveler. So you can get on for as cheap as $975. I think that rate was as of yesterday. So again, everything fluctuates until you make your deposit, but I just want to give you that range of, if you reach out, you'll know what the ballpark was at least yesterday.
Yes. All right, so we got about 10 minutes left here. So you guys make sure if you have not asked your question, drop it here in the chat. While we wait for your questions to come in, I just want to ask one thing. Hold on, because I wrote it down. Y'all know my memory. Okay. I kind of want to go around for this. Wait, where'd it go? Okay. What do you all think is going to make this land and sea experience special? Who want to go first?
I'll go. So for me, it's just doing this with you all. I do a lot of group cruises, and it's one thing to host a group cruise by yourself. There's a lot of responsibility with that. It's a lot of, so I think bringing the different personalities, the different styles, because I tell people all the time, I think I'm kind of blah, but people want to cruise with me. And I just think bringing all of our different personalities and styles, there's going to be someone for everyone. So whoever's reaching out to get booked, you're going to have somebody that's your vibe, because we're all kind of, somewhat different in our own, what we like to do, how we do things. So I'm excited for that, because I feel like it's just going to be like a melting pot of, all kinds of fun. And just even like with this planning process, trying to get all the ideas. It's like, in my mind, I have one way of doing things, but it's kind of nice to hear and learn and kind of work it out together. So I'm just excited for the collaboration in itself.
I love it. Love it. Very true. Very true. And then a couple more people came in. I saw Kevin Theme Park Adventures. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. And who else? Tiffany Little, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Sherrod Blakey, Ocean's View. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. Okay, who else? Who else wants to tell us what makes this cruise and land adventure special?
Since I haven't said much. And that's one of the reasons why, I think it's going to be special. First of all, I agree with Raquel's, sharing this event with, my fellow content creators and knowing, their different styles, and actually going to a city where, some of them have been before, some of them multiple times. So I know that, I'm going to be introduced, to a lot of different things, a lot of new things. I think it's going to be difficult trying to decide, exactly what to do, because we're only going to have 2 days. And I think experiencing it with, just different cruisers who have booked across all of us, and getting to know, like different people, new people, I think the whole thing is going to be exciting, from every aspect. I'm excited about the whole thing. And especially, like I said, I've never, been there. So, again, when we talked about, like, what makes you excited about it, or what are you, expecting, is like, I'm looking forward to, yes, the food, especially now that I can eat more, but the food and the music, it's like back in the day when I was in college, I used to be, a radio DJ, and that's all I played was jazz. So I'm looking forward to, getting back to that. And the history, the culture, I'm hoping I can get a little bit of that too. So I'm excited about the whole thing. So yeah.
Every time I end up on a live with Cheryl, I learn something new about her. Because we were all like, what?
By the way, I was a DJ.
You might have to read that in there, like, we always supposed to know that she said that.
I didn't mention that.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You did not mention that before.
My bad.
I saw a question come in. Is this a girls only cruise? Good question, Phil and D. No, it is not a girls only cruise. We do have men that are booked to join us as well. It just so happens that all the people that are doing the booking, the travel agents, are women. But it is not a women's only cruise. It is open to everybody. So thank you for the question. Really good question. Somebody asked, what is the deposit? So we just talked about that a little bit. The deposit really varies depending on, when you actually book. Sometimes Carnival will run low deposit offers. We've had people that got in for as low as $25. We got people that got in for $98. So it really just depends on what Carnival's current offers is. So Inmates Family said typically 50 to 75 per person, depending on when you book. Tripping Section says sick, like y'all didn't know? No, we didn't.
Did not. There will be sick trivia on the cruise, so take notes.
Somebody take notes, please. Anybody else want to share what they think is what makes this trip special? And while y'all think about it, we got another question. When is the cruise? The cruise portion of the trip is May 16th through 20th of 2027. That is following our 2-day New Orleans land stint, May 14th through the 15th of 2027. All right.
So I'll jump in with what I'm looking forward to. Have you ever been, because I think there's been at least one cruise, maybe, where we all were on, maybe not. But
Ascent. We were all on Ascent together.
Okay, there was one cruise that we were all there, and it's always a good time. So pairing like my favorite cruise folks with my favorite city, like I am looking forward to that. And like I think it was Raquel who brought up like, "Oh, Carnival Dream is coming to New Orleans," and I'm like, "Sign me up!" I don't know what it is, but just sign me up. So yeah, I think it's just going to just be a good time to connect with folks. I'm always saying like, bring the social back to social media. Even though y'all see us on these videos and flying and traveling all over the place, but it's really about staying connected to, each other and then the viewers. So, this is really like what we do it for, to be connected to a community of like-minded cruisers. And again, New Orleans is that girl in regards to U.S. cities. So it's gonna be a good time with some good folks.
Yes, because for me, honey, I can't see y'all profile pictures. I need to see y'all face. These bifocals gonna be working the way that they need to. Those profile pictures are this big. I love to see the faces. I love to meet the people. Y'all can see I'm a chatter, so I'm ready to meet folks. I'm ready to bring the chat in real life.
Yes, agreed. Because it is so hard. So even when people reach out, sometimes you reach out, under your email address or under your regular name, and we don't always realize who that is on YouTube. And then when I figure it out, it'd be like, light bulb, that's so. I know this. So yes, it's gonna be good to get to know people, actually see y'all faces on board in New Orleans, wherever it is that we see you. It's going to be awesome to just be able to experience that together. And, like it's already been said, we have a great time when we cruise together. That Ascent, I remember us all being on Ascent. That is still my favorite cruise ship to this day, and still one of my favorite cruise experiences.
Same here.
So Troyson said, this will be my first group cruise. My husband and I are new vloggers, so excited to get connected, and I love New Orleans. Awesome Troyson Travel. Well, we're looking forward to having you. Welcome to that cruise vlogging life. Yes. Let's see. What is the port of call? Cozumel, Mexico is our one port stop on the cruise. So when we have
my favorite.
Go ahead.
Type of cruise. I would say this is my favorite type of cruise. I call it a sandwich itinerary, where literally you have a sea day, your port of call, another sea day, and your home. Because that gives you just a time to kind of, you can decide you want to wild out. But I like to use that last sea day to be like, okay, I gotta get back into go home mode. But I love that the sandwich itinerary where you get the sea day, port, sea day, home. So keep.
I like that too. Mm-hmm. Grandma Teddy asked, are any of the moms coming? Is anybody bringing your mom with you? No? Don't sound like it, Grandma Teddy. At least not yet. Not at this point.
If I can convince her to fly to New Orleans, but she's starting to get to a point that she doesn't like flying, so.
Okay.
That is Mother's Day weekend, right?
Is it Mother's
Well,
Day?
Auntie Sister Cheryl, if you want to count her, she's not my mom, but if you're looking for someone a little bit older, Auntie Sister Cheryl will be there.
Sister Cheryl was on the scent with us too.
Mhm.
Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing her again too. All right, so we've met our 1 hour, you guys, and I don't see any other questions coming in. So, anybody, any last minute thoughts before we, hit the end live button over here? Anybody?
Hashtag book it.
Hashtag book it.
Yeah.
Hashtag
Yes.
book
Look
it.
good.
Come
Yes,
join us, y'all.
make sure
It's gonna be a fantastic time. So
Yeah.
It is. Reach out to a host of your choice. You guys have all of our contact information now. Make sure you're subscribed to each of our channels as well. So you can, show us some support. We appreciate y'all the way you already support us. But if you happen to not be subscribed to somebody you see on your screen, we would love for you to go and subscribe to all the channels that are here.
Yes.
Um,
And thank you,
aside from
Kiki,
that-
for hosting. You are an amazing host. We couldn't have had
Thank
anyone
you.
better there.
Thank you
love
guys. All right. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, thank you. All right, you guys. We're going to get out of here. We're going to give you that New Orleans bounce one more time before we head out. And then we are going to say goodbye. We love you. Thank you. We will see you in New Orleans. Bye, y'all.
Ready,